Kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house everything. Turn, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Handoff from the gun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Looking for space. It's Moss. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggie! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Price. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Love. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Craven. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's fired.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out with it, it's falling. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. What is snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Irish! He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Finds a man on the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Love. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Carr. Working that left side now. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Notre Dame. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So Them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Got the quick pass. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. To throw, it's Reed. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Moss.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. Wide open on the touchdown, Aggie. And that one will come up in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a...
There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense changing the play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Under fire. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Carr. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Reed. He'll throw it. The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give and tick, 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 tick. Continues to fight for yards. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away. see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Running the red zone, it's Davidson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quick release by the QB. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for a crease, it's Love. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
It's complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He might want another play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Might be looking to run. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Unloads quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he can get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man down the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
He wants to change this route. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Klubnik. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick completion on the out. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he uses sticks and pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Offense gets set for second down. That's caught. It's Fields. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The short hands, it's Fields. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Notre Dame would love to just bleed this clock dry. They'll run it from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.